So, if you've ever wondered if there is anything called fate, luck, or destiny, then this message is for you. Uh, First, these three are very different. Luck is different, fate is different, and destiny is another conversation altogether. But to sort of simplify it, uh, luck is blind, fate is wise, and destiny is a choice. So, when we are born, and if you uh, believe in any kind of psychic tools, I call them, astrology, or any other such mediums, I'm sure you've heard or you've had these conversations that my luck is not on my side. Or when something happens, then we say this was a fated event. And then, people say, oh, she ruined her own destiny. You know, uh, I don't believe that we need to dismiss anything until unless we figured out the why. And I too had these same questions that, what's the difference? How do I know that it's just pure luck, or it was a fated event, or it was a choice? So the way I started simplifying and I started to understand about these three different aspects, I looked at that. Okay, if let's say I have to just map it out on my life experiences, um when I was in UAE, there were certain situations happened because of that. I was not able to, get work, and I was completely, in my head disconnected, saying that okay, you know what, this land, my job here is done, and it's time to move. And I booked my return tickets to India, and the day I was to fly out, so I am supposed to, let's say, fly out on Saturday morning. On Friday evening, I get a call from an organization that I had applied in, like, about 9 months ago, right? Because nothing had happened, so I thought, okay, it's done. I get a call from them saying that, okay, can you come for an interview tomorrow? And I said, I'm sorry, I'm flying out tomorrow morning, and I'm not sure if I'm coming back. So I said, okay, is it possible for you to come for an interview now? I mean, in next couple of hours, maybe we can, we are here. We can wait for you till about 7 in the evening. I was like, sure. It was 5:30, and I said, yes, definitely, I can make it. I went for the interview, and I came back at around 10:30. I left the office at about 10:30 in the night. By that time, three rounds of my interview were already done because they realized that I am going, and they were not sure if I'm going to come back. So they didn't want to take a chance. So I was done through three rounds of interview there and then. By the time I landed in India, my next rounds were already scheduled. I had already received all the emails. And 3 days after that, my appointment letter was there. My visa was sorted. Everything was just aligned. That's when I knew that it was my luck that favored me. Now I went back to Dubai, situations happened, and I couldn't join them. That was fated because a lot of things unfolded after that, and I was just so sure that this was fated. You know, the only reason why this happened was to get me back on my feet in terms of confidence, because when you are without work for almost a year in another country, it does take a toll on your confidence, you know. And of course, in my personal space as well, I wasn't really getting enough support to maintain that confidence. So by 2018, I had pretty much thought that okay, maybe I'm good for nothing, you know. Maybe I am a fraud. Maybe I genuinely have been faking it. I've just been winging it. So that happened, and when that happened, and when I was not able to take up that job, and when I was not able to join, and then within 2 months, I came back to India. Now, when I came back to India, is the moment I realized about my destined path. And that's where I realized that it was a choice I made not joining that organization for whatever, for because of that fated event. I actually was diverted through my destiny. So that's how I feel that luck, fate, and destiny are intertwined. Luck will always surprise you. You know, it's not blind that it can't see. No, it keeps you blind so that you can feel excited, you know, so that it can do the magic. Because imagine if you already knew that you're going to win a lottery, you're not going to enjoy it. You know, we all love those magical moments, and that's the reason why luck just comes in those, you know, moments to just when you need it the most. So luck favors you when you need it the most. And fate is something that's people. I also, to a certain extent, I believe that fated events are already planned, maktub. It's all written. But I also believe that when we were tied with our fate, we were also given our free will to choose the destiny that we want to choose according to whatever we feel is right in the moment. Because, you know, uh, time is fluid, energy is fluid, everything is constantly shifting, changing, you know. It's our perception shifts the moment reality shifts, and the reality shifts the moment our perception shifts. So it's such a beautiful dance between perception and reality that we keep swinging in. And I just hope that, you know, we all start looking at it more from a magical window than looking at it from a treachery that our god has, you know, put us through. So yeah, I just thought, you know, I'll share my uh, you know, experiences in terms of these three so-called mystically obscure words. Let's just put them that way. So yeah, I hope I was able to share some insight into this mystical world. But yeah, I think I'm going to see you in the next one. Take care.